Hi, I'm Paul and this is Lee. Welcome to the Just Pull the Trigger podcast.
This is the show that discusses the trials, tribulations and triumphs of a small business owner. In this episode, we're chatting to Dan Wylie. After having nearly every job in the care sector as a youngster, Dan has gone on to buy, grow and sell his own care businesses here in the southeast of England. Dan discusses how he's used his ADHD and dyslexia to become a high-level delegator. He also tells us how focusing on just one thing has supercharged his results. And talking of focus, I get a crash course in lion's mane. Get ready, we're just pulling the trigger.
So you don't drink anymore?
No.
No.
3.5 years. It'll be
Really?
4 years February.
Really?
Wow.
I wouldn't say I don't drink anymore, but I have significantly... I go through periods, so like I'm going to my best mate's wedding, or one of my best mate's wedding tomorrow. And I just don't think I'll get away. I won't get away with that, to be honest with you.
What, personally or peer pressure?
Probably peer pressure. Like, to be honest with you, I'm not like... I wouldn't say I'm not looking forward to it, but I do feel like I could do without it, because I'm like, I know that on Monday, you know, I've got
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Yeah. It's literally, I mean, like, once you hit 40, it's sort of like hangovers last 5 days, right? So you go out on a Friday, Wednesday you're all right, and then you go out on a Friday again. So you've basically got 5 days where you're not really performing at your best.
Mm.
But yeah, I wouldn't say I've stopped drinking, but I just like, I'll have a zero and or have a shandy or something and try and sort of like.
See, I get a buzz off that peer pressure now.
Do you?
Just saying no.
Just like one of them.
Yeah. And I know how much better my life is now.
Yeah.
Without alcohol in it. And I weren't smashing loads of wine at home every night or anything like that. I was a bit of a binge drinker. But just not having it, well, the majority of people do stupid things when they're pissed. You know,
I'm one of them.
You make stupid decisions.
Yeah.
And you feel like shit for days after. And every part of my life, family, my relationships with people, and then my commitment to work is better without alcohol in it.
I'd have blackouts. I'd like, people go, you get up and like people go, oh, Jefford, you were in tatters last night. And I absolutely hate it, and I just don't remember any of it. And when you say don't remember it, they don't believe you.
ADHD, alcohol, you're swinging from chandeliers, you are the life and soul of the party.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I'm no longer the life and soul of the party.
Yeah, but you've chosen that. It's better for you, right? Yeah. See, I learned I've got autism, right? And apparently autism and alcohol just like a no-go. It affects you more. Your brain, like whatever the alcohol going into your brain, affects you more than a normal person.
All you got to do is look at the most successful people in this world and ask, do they drink?
Yeah.
They don't.
And then they're neurodivergent, most of them. And, and they don't drink. Yeah.
I'd say all of them are.
Yeah. I would say absolutely all of them are. You look at literally every single one of them.
Look at our group of our friendship circle.
Yeah. Sweeney.
Sweeney. Yeah. We're all man as a box of frogs.
Yeah. Well, you got to be really. You got to be really to do. I mean, I would say we're sort of like the lower end of the spectrum when we've got to like the success of maybe the people that go to that dinner, but all of them,
I don't see a bottle of wine on that table.
No. Free booze as well, isn't it?
Yeah, when I first started going there, I was drinking then.
Right.
And I was smashing gin and tonics. I thought it was great. And then when I stopped drinking, I looked round at the table and I thought, no one else is drinking.
Yeah.
And that gin and tonic's actually a zero.
Yeah.
Gin and tonic. And that beer's a zero.
Yeah.
I was the only person drinking.
Yeah, it's definitely a thing.
I just think I think it is getting more socially acceptable as well with the whole zero thing. Like, you've got like beers on tap that are zeros, and I just think it's getting much more widely accepted.
The younger generation aren't drinking.
I don't think so.
You think we were going out 5 nights a week? They're going out once a month.
Yeah. Well, I reckon in 10 years, whatever.
It'd be like smoking.
I don't think people would be going, oh, do you remember when Dad used to drink or whatever? I don't think they'll have that.
Do you see someone smoking now, you think,
oh mate, I used to smoke, and now I'm just like, oh, that's just, I couldn't think of anything worse. Could not think, and vaping's even worse, to be honest with you. Like, you know, people don't smoke and then they vape, but they'll vape indoors and they'll just be vaping all
day. And I think in a few years' time we're going to see some real health issues come from that. Can't be good for you.
No, exactly. There hasn't been long enough for it to sort of develop that
Yeah.
you realise the side effects of it. But yeah, interesting.
So I'm not going to smoke, but I'm going to vape on something that's made in China by some bloke that tastes like blueberry crumble. Yeah, that's better for you.
Well, welcome to the podcast, Dan.
Oh, thanks,
Yeah.
mate.
Hello, mate. Thanks for coming.
No, pleasure.
Where should we start? School.
Oh, God.
Good student? Obviously not.
No, I think I was a good student, polite boy, but let me ask you one question. Imagine what being ginger was like
Okay.
in our day going to school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember you saying on another podcast, and you really got it.
Oh, yeah, I got it, and because I call it a potty mouth as well.
Right.
You know what I mean? I never used to back down or anything like that.
Yeah.
So it's just get myself in a lot of trouble, and it wasn't pleasant.
Yeah.
But I look back at it now, and I think that's character building.
Yeah.
That's what's, secondhand shoes and different colour blazers for everyone else. But that's done something. That's given me some fire in my belly to go out there and smash it.
I think there's quite a running theme for people that come on the podcast. Yeah,
Trauma.
And for us, I would say we're sort of the opposite. Like, we were quite privileged growing up. Dad did really well for himself in the city. We never really wanted for anything, did we? And I think it's probably, if we're honest, probably almost. Although that's a great thing, it's hindered us
100%.
in being driven. Put it that way.
But see, there's different types of trauma.
Yeah.
So you could look at that and say, actually, there's a bit of trauma in me that's caused.
What? Because everything was done for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
My mum, right? You know what I'm going to say, don't you? Well, I had a paper round, right? And when I didn't want to do it, my mum did it for me.
Dan's disgusted.
What a girl.
Leave.
Dan had 4 paper rounds.
I actually had 5. Yeah.
But I've sort of like, I've learned to be more driven, if that makes sense, as I've grown up. I think I'm married, my wife Jade, who's like proper. She didn't have all that stuff, and she sort of like taught me. Like, she's quite like a wanter. She likes to go. I said she likes to go on holiday. She likes nice things, blah blah blah, and it's really sort of pushed me to. And even though I don't like it sometimes, it's quite a like a drive in me. Of course, this is my podcast. It's your podcast. And what about, you said you dyslexia and ADHD?
Yeah.
And obviously, your words, not mine, ginger.
Yeah.
So
Obviously.
yeah.
Not right in that.
Yeah. Is that, when did you know that was a thing? Was when you were younger or not?
So I had support in classrooms. I had a little lady sit with me and help me with stuff. But I wasn't properly diagnosed with dyslexia till my last year of university.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. I got some free computer and stuff.
Yeah.
Result.
So when I mean, I don't know how old you are, but when I was at school, it was like there was a special needs class, right? And then there was the normal kids. Were you special needs? Or was it
So
just...
primary school, obviously, you're all together. Secondary school, you're just in groups of how you perform in them. And I think I was bright, but I couldn't read or write.
Right.
So I was in a mixture of different sets. So some of them I was with all the naughty kids that didn't want to really learn.
Yeah.
And then in some middle sets, etc.
And are you better at numbers or?
Yeah, I can count. Thank God.
Yeah. So dyslexia, did you have to, as you're building businesses, did you have to have someone? I remember James saying he sort of like basically had someone on the side that he sort of hid sometimes almost that was helping him. Did you have anything like that, or?
I think any dyslexic person becomes an amazing delegator.
Yeah.
So I just lent on everyone around me and just become this, and I still am now, this fantastic delegator of getting people to do stuff.
Yeah.
And so I can focus on the things that really matter.
Yeah.
I really think that is really key, because I was quite studious. I went to like a grammar school. I didn't go to university or anything like that, and I find myself here and I'm like, well, I could do that. And I could do that. Don't worry, I can do that. But just because I can do it doesn't mean I should do it. And that is probably, to my downfall, I'm not a great delegator. And I think for someone like yourself, like you say, where you've struggled to do certain things and you lean on other people, that's helped you accelerate and just go at a much more rapid pace.
I think it's a bit of a superpower, isn't it? Finding someone, and also actually being okay with someone that's almost better than you at doing something that you want them to do.
Yeah.
You know, big shout out to, by the way, Russell. He's literally the most intelligent man I've ever met in my life.
Isn't he? He's fabulous.
Yeah. Like, almost to the point that, well, I don't want to be rude to him, but he's almost autistic.
Oh,
like,
it is.
You know, like, it's just like Rain Man, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
so Russell's our.
But yeah, sorry.
So Russell's our sales guy for our renewables business.
Yeah.
We're doing an install.
We're doing an install on solar
next
panels.
week.
A couple of weeks' time.
On the roof, 8th or 9th of September. My birthday, actually.
Oh, nice.
Happy days. And happy anniversary, mate.
Thank you.
Married at the same place as me,
I did see.
Braxted Park. I don't know if we should be saying that.
Just small world, isn't it?
Yeah.
Seems
When I went on James's podcast, I walked into Baddow Park and I'm thinking, he's going to ask me where I got married. And I'm going to have to say Braxted
Not
Park.
in here, mate.
Yeah. Braxted Park. And I thought it was going to be like a dirty word. He's going to ask me to leave. He was fine.
I love Braxted Park.
Yeah.
Yeah, I live like a mile away from it.
Yeah. Was it Duncan who owned it?
Yeah, Duncan.
He still owns it?
Yeah. I know Duncan quite well. Yeah.
Swan's in. Hello.
Yeah. I
Takes you $100,000. See you later.
I proposed to my wife in lockdown.
Oh, okay.
So I got a helicopter.
Did you?
Took her from Braxted Park. She had no clue.
Really?
No clue whatsoever. Took off from Braxted Park, flew over London, and proposed to her over at Tower Bridge.
Oh, brilliant.
Not a single car, not a single person.
I bet, yeah. It's like, what's the film?
In London, you mean?
Leave off, flying over
brilliant.
London. You just look. It was mental. It was like something out of a film.
Was it 28 days later or something? When it's like,
Yeah. So I took my race helmet with me. So I took a complete curve. I said to her, I'm gonna hire a racetrack and take you around the car on the racetrack. And we've never been on a helicopter, so I just done all that, and then she got down on one knee and wallop.
Lovely.
Thank God she said
Yeah. No, actually, I saw that on your Instagram. I was going to ask you about that British race car driver.
Yeah, no longer.
How did you get into that?
Do you know my mate Dan Kirby? Used to be a part of the dinner. So me and him, we were 21, lived together.
Dan Kirby. Does he do supercars now?
He used to, yeah. He passed away a couple of years ago.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah. So, 21, lived together. We bought a couple of Clio 182s at the time. Went and done a track day at Brands Hatch.
Right.
And it was great fun. And there was race cars on there, etc. And these lads come up and they was like, "Oh, what do you race in?" I don't race. First ever track day. And I was like, "What is this car then?" And they went in. It's a standard road car. And they were like, "Mate, you need to go racing."
Really?
So just went racing from then. Racing the British Kumo BMW Championship and M3. Went and done Ginetta, Brit Car Endurance, a bit of that. With Team Hard Racing.
I mean, you're saying that you might be speaking Japanese.
Oh, right.
Japanese to me. I don't know what you're talking about.
Touring Car Trophy.
Right.
Done that for a year. Had a Porsche Carrera Cup car.
So is this professionally or is it like amateur stuff?
It's amateur stuff. Fun. But
did you have to work at it though? Because obviously I play golf. I was going to turn pro when I left school, and I was working on that. So that's sort of like, I mean, we've had my mate who's a pro golfer on. And there's very that sort of like mentality between entrepreneurs and sportsmen.
It's that obsessive.
Yeah.
And, I think we've all got what it takes to do anything we actually want. But
with your mind will let you expand your mind to be able to do that.
Yeah. And with being back into the care business that I love now, family, I can't justify having a weekend out a month to go racing. And it's £250,000 a year.
Yeah.
Go racing.
Yeah.
I'd rather put that back into the business, grow my business.
So what was your first foray into business?
My first foray into business. So 5 paper rounds. Used to open up the paper shop at like 4:30 in the morning every morning.
You did my mum.
yeah, I did.
Yeah, we'll come over here, Dan's.
She just sort all the papers out and put them in all the piles with the other paper boys. And then I was running the shop till I went to school. And then I was always buying and selling stuff. So I used to buy stuff off boot sales, put it on eBay.
Yeah, I used to do that, yeah.
Golf balls, sell it to all my dad's mates in the school, the old boys.
What did you used to like dive from or whatever, or got to fish them out of the...
Mate, I used to go everywhere for them, all in the stinging nettles, whatever. I remember when the Pro V1 first come out, I'd take the empty boxes out the bins, find a load, put them in there, and I'd...
Sell them as new?
Well, no, not as new. 100% so. Yeah, and bought damaged cars from the age of 16 and had a little tin car and repaired them and sold them. I had a 10, 15 year spell with buying and selling cars from home.
Right. Did you ever have a job, or just straight into, apart from the paper shop?
I worked for a car, stereo and security company in Chingford when I was 17. And that was, just installing subwoofers and bits and bobs like that.
Yeah.
But I went from school to college to university, so in between working. And then 2008, I founded a company called Aldenat Care. So we bought, it was a 17-bed mental health home in Clapton at the time. And that was my first step into the care sector owning.
And that was with your sister, from memory?
Yeah, it was my sister, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So she was legal secretary up London.
Right.
She bought and sold, done up properties every year for 11 years. She had a little pot of money there.
Yeah.
So kind of made sense to join forces, buy the first one.
Yeah.
And then a year and a half later, the entrepreneurial brother, I was ready to go again. And
she didn't fancy it?
No.
Why didn't she fancy it?
I think I scared her. Yeah.
What, because you were just going so hard at it?
Yeah. And I was like 22.
Yeah.
And, talking millions. And
yeah.
Don't know how I'm going to buy it, but I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
Found a way.
Yeah. And was that the special needs?
Yeah. So the
business model.
The first home was
maybe, to be honest with you, before you should maybe just say what you actually, the stuff that you're actually doing.
Oh right, okay. So at the moment, I've got a company called Calm Futures.
Yep.
So Calm Futures supports adults with learning disabilities and
Yep.
complex needs, both in residential homes and supported living, Essex, Hertfordshire, Norfolk and Suffolk.
Mm-hmm.
I've been officially involved in that business for 2 years. I was on a 3-year lockout when I sold my last care business.
What, like gardening leave sort of thing?
Or... so it's a non-compete.
Right, yeah.
So I'm not allowed to go and work within that sector for 3 years, and we'll go on to talk about that because that was a tough 3 years.
Yeah.
And then I've got an elderly care home called Little Oaks in Braxted, just outside Malden.
Okay.
So a 14-bed elderly care home. Recom Technologies, solar business.
Yeah.
And then I've got construction business that builds out all my own stuff.
And the construction business is basically born from because you're paying people to do up your care homes or whatever. You might as well do it yourself.
Exactly. Yeah. So 2012, 2013. My model was I'd always buy either a run-down care home or a closed care home, remodel it, build some bungalows, flats for supported living on the same site.
Yeah.
And go again. Yeah. And that was always my model. So it kind of made sense that I had my own building company.
Yeah.
That done all them bits.
And the first, so going back to what we were talking about, the first one that you did with your sister, was that the assisted living?
No, so that was a 20-bed nursing mental health.
Right, okay.
Yeah. Being a mental health nurse, it kind of fitted into that.
Yeah.
And these were people with severe and enduring mental health issues that had come from some of the long stay hospitals, institutions, mould. So we'd integrate them back in the community, but they'll never go and live on their own.
Right. And is that government funded or is it right? Okay.
Government funded. So my elderly care home, that's private.
Yeah.
We're fortunate that we've got a really good reputation there, and we can't afford to take government money. So I'll give you an example. We would get about £750 a week per bed from the government in an elderly care home, and our private fees are £13.50.
Right.
That £700 a week might sound a huge amount of money.
Yeah.
But how much would you pay to stay in a travel lodge for one night?
Of course, yeah.
How much would you pay for dinner that night?
Yeah.
Breakfast, lunch?
It's front to back care, isn't it?
Yeah. A lot of people from the outside, they look at that and think, oh God, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Like £1,350 a week covers the bills.
Yeah.
Like, it's in my village. I've had it for, I think, 14 years now.
Yeah.
I never really wanted an elderly care home, but the old boy rang me up and we come with a deal that I couldn't really refuse. And my nan's been there, my great nan, not my great nan, not old enough for me, my great aunt, my wife's nan.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful little family environment that I can be really proud of.
Yeah.
But it don't make money.
I mean, seems like the high end is where it's at, and then that seems to be your business model, right? With pretty much everything you do, almost like high end sort of stuff.
Yeah, so Calm Futures is real specialist care, real complex care, people with some real challenging behaviours.
Right.
And
in what way, sort of, is that autism and
learning disabilities, autism, behaviours that challenge?
Would they get maybe like, I don't know, violent towards people?
They can do, yeah. But I'm a big advocate for finding ways to manage their behaviours, finding out what they love doing, integrate some exercise into their daily routine if we can. And I don't think that they should live in properties any different to what we live in. And all the homes that I've been around throughout my whole career, they're awful.
Yeah, they're built to a budget, right? And
they're awful old care homes, and the ones we're doing are incredible. Yeah.
Well, I've seen some of them, not like physically, but on your Instagram. Yeah, they do look fantastic, and I think I heard you say, like, people walk in and go, "Cool, is this mine?"
Yeah.
Because I'd live there.
Yeah.
You know, like it's lovely.
That's my actual my mantra. Would I have it in my house? Would I put my kid in here? Would I put my relative in here? And as long as that answer is always yes, then I'll continue doing what I'm doing.
And that's government funded.
So the property side of it's obviously not. The care element is.
Yeah.
And it's a real difficult battle because we get the same fee whether the property's shit.
Yeah.
Or whether the property's amazing.
Yeah.
So we get the same fee. But I don't want them people living in a shit property. And I want them to that feeling that I get when they move in and they go, "Is this really my home?" And I go, "Yeah, that's worth more than any amount of money."
So you could literally buy something, not do all this stuff to it, and get the same money.
Yeah.
Well, that's off to you then, mate, because that's really sort of like, that shows you what sort of person.
There's plenty of people that would just go, I'll just whack a lick of paint on this.
And how I think about the design as well. So, we're dealing with some quite difficult people that could pull a tap off a sink, damage the property. These people aren't easy to just move out to an Airbnb for a few nights. They can't do that.
Yeah.
So I've designed every room, every property that if something was to happen, we can shut down just that one room.
Yeah.
Or it's bomb proof. So we have marine ply behind the plasterboard. We have metal sockets. The bar fillers condensing the the overflow pipes. The water comes out of there, so there's no taps for them to rip off or hurt themselves.
Yeah, I was going to say.
So all of them thought out design features will enable that person to live a better life.
So you said that obviously you're an amazing delegator. You have management in there. Do you have much involvement on a day-to-day with these places?
I do, yeah. I try not to wear too many hats.
How many hats you wearing?
Yeah, fucking loads. No, I think when you're on the spectrum, you need to wear quite a few hats to be on a level. Yeah. So I always need to have a building project going on. I always need to have a new service we're setting up. I need to have a few plates spinning to be in my happy place.
Yeah.
When I've got one thing on, God, I'm bored.
Yeah.
I'll even say I'm borderline depressed.
Yeah. Well, I think probably when you said you were going to go back to it, when you said you sold your business, I'm guessing you're going to say you got when things a bit depressing.
Yeah. So 12 years, built up incredible company called Aldernet Care. We had 60 service users across 27 different sites across Essex. Adults with learning disabilities again, complex needs, residential and supported living, and hit my 10-year plan and executed that at year 12. Sold out, and literally the next day I was like, oh fuck.
That's what Sweeney said. I don't know if you ever spoke to him about when he got the call about you got called.
Me and him spoke to each other throughout the whole time because we kind of both sold at
same time,
a similar time, and felt the same.
Yeah,
both drinking too much.
The phone call. You've got X amount in your bank account. Lovely. Put it down.
Yeah. Lamborghini turned up the driveway. I was like, oh, right, great. Went around the block. That's done.
Yeah.
Obviously wears off pretty quickly.
Yeah. And because I was on a 3-year lockout, that means I couldn't go and work in the care sector for 3 years.
Yeah.
So I went and done a few other businesses. Me and my wife did a car business, and I started doing some building for some other people. and just weren't.
Didn't hit the same.
No. And then when I saw Will Polston,
Yeah.
friend of mine from school, obviously you guys know Will really well.
Seen him on Tuesday, actually.
Yeah. Done an hour and a half session with him, my North Star trajectory, and my purpose in life is to help people, care for people. And from that conversation, I haven't looked back.
I think I really get that from you, to be honest with you. And I also just wondered if, like, do you get any like pushback because you are really caring? But obviously, then you might turn up in a nice car or whatever. Did you get people go, what are you doing or whatever?
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
massively. Yeah, and it's always
they don't know you. Do you know?
Yeah, they don't know me.
They just see the all the cool stuff you got or whatever, and just think, I don't know what they think. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I hear you.
Well, I think it's easy to sort of go.
It's easy to judge a book by its cover.
Absolutely, yeah.
Until you actually get to know someone, and I would say that I've been there when I've looked at someone and thought, all right, you flash fucker or whatever.
Yeah. You can say it's all right.
Yeah, and actually,
Flash fucker.
proper flash fucker. Deep down, they're this loving, caring person that's doing some amazing things. And I want to launch a podcast in the next few months called The Caring CEO, and that's not aimed at the care sector. That's aimed at there's so many amazing leaders out there that have got this great business that's a machine, but they're doing so much to give back.
Yeah,
and I want to bring that out. And it be
good idea, mate.
Yeah, it's not all about churning money and getting money in. There is stuff behind it.
You are responsible for people. Do you know what I mean? When you've got a business, and sometimes there's been times, we talked about cash flow earlier on, off camera. Like sometimes if you've got a cash flow problem, you're paying your employees, you ain't paying yourself. And I don't think people really realise that.
For 3 years, I've lived on selling personal possessions.
Right. Okay.
All my cars are gone.
Yeah.
Put every penny I can into Calm Futures, to get it to where it is today.
So when you said, going back to you building the business, you had a 10-year plan, executed it over 12 years. How did you have to change from like that year 1 to year 12 to get where you needed to be?
Was it always the plan, or did you just surely not, you didn't go straight into it thinking, I've got to sell this in 10 years or whatever?
No, year 5, I read a few books, and I couldn't really read actually, and I read a few books and it was really good.
Yeah.
I haven't read a book since.
Yeah. I haven't needed to. That's when audio books come out.
Yeah, they're great. I had a million hats on. I was the finance, even till the day I sold, I was the finance director, the managing director, the head of maintenance, the business development. I've done all that, but I had a few hundred staff below me, and I was still wearing all those hats. What's different in Calm Futures is I've got a managing director that sits below me. We've got a finance director. We've got a corporate lawyer, all in the team, and it's a powerful top tier structure that we don't need to go without that. Outside of that to get any day-to-day advice.
But when you start, it's easy for everyone to go, you need to hire someone to do this, this and this. You haven't got the money to hire people to do that. So you have got to do it yourself. But on the exit, you felt just low.
Yeah.
Did you have did you have any last minute jitters?
No. The sale process, couldn't wait for it to be done. Yeah. I looking back, I was going through a difficult breakup, involving kids, and the time was right for me to exit that business. And I've been toying with myself for a little while, saying, do I regret it? I've learned a lot from it. I bought my first car when I was 20. Imagine having my kids. I've got going to them, come on, you come work in the business. I bought that when I was 20.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
That is amazing.
But is that ego? Is that an ego thing, or is that actually something that I regret?
I mean,
because the staff are unreal, and I think about all the staff and the people we support daily, because they're amazing. They end up being your family. Yeah, you spend 12 years with that team every day. I used to go in the services at Christmas. You used to dress up as Father Christmas and deliver all the presents. It was a real close knit team, and I feel I failed them.
You feel you failed them selling? Yeah,
and walking away.
I get that. I was going to say why, but I get that.
Yeah.
But Do they ever said it? Have they ever said anything to you?
No.
Right. So you haven't then?
No. And I still communicate with quite a lot of them, and they're opening up a new service that I've asked to go to.
Do you still go back and see them? And
I haven't for a long time.
Yeah.
Could you bring them into anything new that you're doing?
I could, and I always think that karma's a bitch, and I've never wanted to. So I've got no services where our services were. And I could quite easily go and probably set up services and poach all the staff. Yeah. But karma's a bitch.
Yeah.
And I've been trying to instill this thing into me for years. You know, good things happen to good people.
Do you know what? I was literally just about to say that. But I think that gone are the days, even with like, if you screw someone over, it's going to come back at you sooner or later. And I think even dealing with employees, like I talked to my dad when he used to work in the city, and he just used to be like, you know, you're fired, get out, you know, all that sort of stuff. Yeah. And I just think that just don't happen no more. And as a person, I wouldn't want to.
You get dragged over the coals of it.
Yeah. You just can't do it though now, can you?
I think if you want a good team, you've got to treat. My granddad always used to tell me, you've got to treat people where you want to be treated. So the team that you build, they've got to be like you say, they've got to be like your family. Otherwise, they're not going to do what you're, you know, get you to where your vision is or whatever. You know, I just think gone are the days where, well, I'm sure that it's still around, but like people hate their boss. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? I'm sure it's still there, but it's just not really like, I don't think anyone hates us.
I'd like to think not. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. And stepping out of the operator role.
Yeah.
Was that hard for you?
Yeah, very much so. Yeah, that was a huge thing, and even now, so we've just bought 9 care homes in Norfolk, 130 staff. It's a fantastic little business. Bought it off for an old boy in his 80s. He's done a fantastic job, but towards the end you lose your way.
Yeah, of course.
And it's just it's been a real journey for the last probably 18 months. For 12 months, I've been providing free consultancy into that business for my team to get it to a point where the bank would support us on it.
So you went in and made the business better without even owning it, so that the bank would bankroll it.
Yeah, took a massive risk.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So when so obviously you're trying to grow, is the way to do that for you acquiring?
Very much so, acquisitions, and I think I've got another acquisition going through next week. 127 staff, 7 services. And I think that's we can plug that into our existing structure, you know, and some of it we can learn from. They might be doing some great stuff, and we might be doing some great stuff, and we can amalgamate the two to create an even better care business.
Yeah,
and this is the message that, you know, you go into taking over a business, the senior management team, they're all shitting themselves, the staff all shitting themselves. You're going to make changes, you're going to move people out. They've seen my stuff on social media and our shiny new services. They're like, you're going to move our guys out and move them into your ones. It's like, no, we don't want to change anything on day one. But what I'd like to get from you today is what's working really well here.
Yeah.
Okay, what
you want to learn from them, and the other way around.
What could be improved in this business? What could we improve within 4 weeks? What could you improve in 4 weeks?
Yeah.
What tools do you need to make that improvement? And a lot of it they can do within themselves. Like, yeah, the services might need liquor paint and some new flooring and a tart up and all that, but a lot of the changes they can make themselves because we're supporting people.
Yeah. So the changes will mainly be superficial to the buildings.
Yeah.
Rather than the actual people inside them.
Yeah, and the one we're buying, we learned some stuff from them that they're doing really, really well. It reminds me very much of my old company that I'm not doing. My new company, it's like, oh, do you know what?
Yeah.
So yeah, exciting times.
Yeah.
Hearing you chat about taking over new ones, it sounds like you've obviously stepped into much more of a leadership role as well, like someone who's like at the helm and can communicate with the new staff and you know, give the vision without actually, you know, like his name, making them shit themselves, basically.
Yeah.
I guess that's a big key thing that you need.
I think my background really helps, and that I'm a nurse.
Yep.
I'm a registered mental health nurse, and I've worked as a cleaner, a carer, a maintenance man, a nurse, a manager. I've done every job in a care business. I've done every single job. So I understand what you're talking about when you're saying it's tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not just some investor that's
Yeah.
Just,
You get that a lot, don't you? You just get like people that buy businesses, don't know what they're doing, don't know anything about it. Oh, this good on paper, they're making some decent money, you buy it, and then you go in. We've seen it in our industry where people gone in and bought stuff, gone under in a year or two.
And it's mental what you can achieve when you've done it before. So in 2 years, I am soon to be double the size of what took me 12 years.
Yeah.
2 years.
So you got that hockey stick effect.
Through acquisition,
through kind of, I'm doing now.
Yeah.
I've got some great people around me.
I suppose it's just easier rather than starting something from scratch and buy something and make it better off someone else.
Yeah.
So with the places you're buying, like you said, you bought it off of an older gentleman, the one you've just acquired.
Yeah.
Is it a lot of that, like you're buying it off of someone who's getting tired, and then they need to pass it on, or is it like they're just shut down because they're crap?
A lot of them are shut down because they're crap. There's a lot of the old generation that they're going to struggle. They're going to struggle to sell because the properties are worth more than the business. It doesn't doesn't stack up. They've never heard of EBITDA before.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of that I've got to go in and do a lot of work, and it's a lot of risk, but it's a lot bit of trust there. And the last operator we bought off, he wanted to hand the baton over to me. He was a nurse before, very entrepreneurial. He had a hotel. He's got an equestrian centre still. He's out on his tractor. He's a machine.
Yeah.
And very inspiring. And he was very keen to hand the baton over to me. So he made it work.
Yeah.
We made it work.
I probably know the answer to this question, but like, have you ever thought about quitting?
No.
Even like, I think actually I heard you say when when your back's up against the wall, the magic happens.
Oh yeah, I love it. Yeah.
That's complete opposite, right, to us, because I like to get momentum, and I keep going and going and going, and that's where sort of like I'm really focused on something, and that's where I make stuff happen. Sometimes I've got better at it actually, but I think sometimes when my back's up against the wall, I've historically gone, nah.
I'm relentless.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I won't stop until it works or I succeed at something.
I've definitely got back into that mindset more recently, but
you mentioned something called focus there.
Yeah.
And I've shitloads of business over the years and bits, but recently my focus has been entirely on calm futures, and magic has happened.
Yeah.
I've made shit happen, and it's made me really realise that everything else is noise.
Yeah.
And you see some great entrepreneurs out there that are juggling, spinning loads of different plates, but they've got some real strong people that are managing across each of the businesses. Yeah. And I found out that I've not got that. Yeah. I didn't have that. So focus is a massive thing.
When you say you didn't have that inside you, like, or do you mean you prefer to focus on, on that's sort of industry rather than going, I'm going to do this, and this.
I prefer to focus on one industry now, but I didn't have the right people in the right seats before.
Yeah. I think I agree with you, because like I've got a few things on the go, and I've just sort of like gone, I've got too much going on here. I need to step back. I'm doing 5-6 things just mediocre rather than focusing on 1 or 2 things.
Yeah.
Right. And when I think back, anything that I've got really good at, I've just focused on it. Like I got really good at golf because I was playing 36 holes a day
you get addicted to paddle, go-kart and everything, and we're doing them all okay. Yeah. Well, actually, we could do one thing and do it really well.
Yeah, totally agree.
And a lot of people need to take that into their business.
And is there an end goal? Like, do you think about? I mean, you're not at the age yet, but like, is the word retirement in your vocabulary?
Well, I don't think anyone should fully retire.
I don't think so.
I don't.
Throughout my nursing training, I worked in some early onset dementia homes and stuff, and I remember seeing like 40, 50-year-old men successful in their like vegetables now.
Yeah.
And I remember hearing they sold their businesses a few years ago, and you hear of people selling their business and getting a bad ailment or getting cancer and dying. The brain shuts down, the body shuts down. We, us spectrum boys or girls, we need to be active.
Yeah.
And 9 times out of 10, we're the business owners.
Yeah.
So we need to keep our brain active in something, whether that's a bit of consultancy.
Yeah.
But I was talking to Neil about it yesterday, Neil Sweeney, and we're both of the opinion that actually, do you know what? You know, people build to sell. What's wrong with building something to have a legacy piece? And
I completely agree.
Still working it when you're 70 and something you can be really proud and be like, I bought that when I was in my 30s.
Or pass that down to people or whatever.
Yeah. Well, it's bringing me in X amount every month. I'm quite happy. I can live on that. I can do whatever I want.
You know, I don't really need loads and loads of money. Do you know what I mean? I don't really spend...
As well, that lump sum that you get.
Yeah.
Burns pretty quickly, I reckon.
It soon goes.
Yeah, but plus also that lump sum, you go, okay, I've got a lump sum, and then you think to yourself, what am I going to do with that? I'm going to invest in something else. So...
I think when that's been your nature for your whole life, you're going to go. You're not going to go. Let's just
essentially you sold something that you're in love with anyway, I suppose, aren't you? Do you know what I mean? So, I totally agree. Totally agree. I think there was a stat, wasn't there? Like the average man from selling his business or retiring, it's like 5 years to death or something like that.
That's it, yeah.
So I'd rather just
scary.
But I can totally understand it
now that I've been through that.
Yeah,
I can totally understand it.
And you only did that at a young age.
Losing, going out for dinner, going on holidays.
Yeah, loads of holidays. Buying and selling cars, dealing with knobs. Very different from care sector, which you care of people. People care about you.
Must be so fulfilling as well.
Oh, so fulfilling. Yeah.
So you must have known. Was it quite early into that set after selling? You're going to go. You're doing all those things. You're thinking, this ain't right.
Yeah, I just have another beer.
Yeah, you just shake it. That was what it was, just shaking it off.
Aside.
It's probably not a joke though, is it? It's just like you've got to try and fill it somewhere.
Yeah. Before you go into the pub at 5:36, now you're going to at 2.
Yeah. Which Wetherspoons is open?
Wetherspoons.
Family life balance. We'll talk about it earlier on.
Yeah,
it's hard, isn't it?
So hard, but I make a massive effort that I try and be home by 5 every day.
Switch off when you're home. Switch your phone off. Put it in.
No. But I will put my phone in the office at home or in the kitchen, and I go play with the boy. For an hour. We'll go out quad bikes in the garden.
Yeah.
Weekends, I'm present, but I mix it up with doing a little hour of work when I try and get up really early. So I try and smash it out.
That's the thing, innit? Get up at 5 or whatever before they get up.
I get up at 5, quarter to 5 every morning. My morning routine. My morning routine's very special to me, and I need to do that.
How long is that? Out of interest, or 2 hours?
Yeah, at least. Yeah. So I get up at 4:45ish, meditate for half hour, go to gym for an hour, sauna or ice bath, and have a matcha latte.
Yeah.
And then
I'm still on the coffee.
Are you?
Yeah.
I've never been into coffee.
Yeah.
No, I love the smell of it, but just the taste of
I
it.
get too much for.
Yeah. Just go out.
Yeah, but matcha gives you like a slow lift, and it's bloody lovely, and it's good for you as well.
Yeah. I've been taking lion's mane. Have you been taking that?
Do you know what? Today this morning I did. I've taken it every day for 3 years. It's massively helped with my ADHD, like game changer.
Like focus, yeah.
This morning I've not taken it, and I was driving in, and I was like, "I'm taking it long. What's going on?"
I know. Where am I going again?
So what is it? Tell me. I'll come on.
It's like a fungi, is it? It's like a mushroom.
Yeah.
It's sort of like do you know what? I don't actually.
So I take the My 22 one, so it's organically grown, grown in Essex, and I cannot tell you the difference in me since taking it.
Really?
So I took it for about, I can't remember if it was 6 months, something like that, and then I forgot to take it for a month. Yeah. And I remember this month I was all over the gaff, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I didn't take it on holiday, and I noticed it.
It's mental.
Yeah. But I do wonder. I mean, I don't know. It could be the placebo effect.
See, mine wasn't placebo because I didn't know. I didn't know. I just completely forgot about it.
Right. Okay.
You know, a million things going on in your life. You can completely forget.
Yeah.
So is it like tablet form? Is this?
Yeah. You can also get
drink it.
The drink it powder. I put it in a shake or whatever.
Yeah.
So but it definitely really helps with focus. I've noticed. What makes you tick outside of work? What do you like doing?
Working.
Yeah. I say that, and everyone goes, "That's not like." My wife goes, "You need a hobby," and I'm like, "I like business," and she's like,
"Do you know my wife said to me yesterday, so it was our anniversary yesterday, and I took her out for lunch, and I had my laptop out on the table. I was on about 10 phone calls, and she was good as gold. She understands, and she said to me, "You need to work. You need to work." Seeing what I went through, seeing that I was this ultra.
Did she know you when you sold the business?
Yeah. I was with her then. I was this ultra successful, energetic, to then selling, to then this downhill. And then now she's seeing me now. She texted me the other day, and she was like, "How are you this morning?" Because to get this deal over the line, the new business that I'm buying, so we exchanged contracts a couple of weeks ago. So 2:00 in the morning, we're on Teams calls with all the lawyers. The other side, we're getting all this, the paperwork done. It had to be done that day, so we could lend the business the money to pay the staff the wages the next day.
Yep.
And so I had no sleep. And wife texted me yesterday, "How are you today?" "Oh, I can't imagine. What should be a question to ask when who buys 2 businesses within a couple of weeks?" Like, okay.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
AI. I always ask people this. I reckon it's probably quite good for you, right?
Yes. So we are trying to implement some amazing software. So there's this one software we're trying to implement where it's all you just talk into the software. At the moment, at the end of every shift, we have to write notes. You know, Bobby went to the gym, he ate this, done this, his behaviour did this, Now we can talk. We can talk into these devices.
Yeah.
I see in an elderly care environment, you can have an Alexa in each person's bedroom and go, "Just gave Dorothy a glass of water and a tablet. Can you update notes, please?" Into the Alexa, updates the notes.
So the amount of time that saves for them to actually care for the person rather than doing the admin.
Like, I would probably say 30% of any support worker carer's role is paper-based.
Yeah.
Paper-based. So that's
takes it out the window.
25%.
Yeah.
They could give back to actually supplying proper care, and 5% talking into your tablet.
And going complete futuristic. I mean,
robots.
I can't see this. Can you?
No.
Not in your sense.
No.
I could see it like working, serving your burgers at McDonald's or whatever. But like when you need that human touch and someone to actually care about someone, I just can't see it. Can you?
No. I see a lot of things where they're interacting with the telly now, because there's certain softwares that it's like an AI bot on the telly that an elderly person, if they're at own home, it comes on and reminds them to take their tablet. They go and take their tablet.
Yeah.
There's some incredible stuff out there. Who knows? Is it scary? I think it's scary.
I think it might be scary because you think like you're 80 now. That must be frightening. But maybe as we get older and we grow up with it, it might not be so weird to have a robot looking at, like, doing bits with you.
I've got this thing, I think, that it will come full circle. So you'll have like this AI revolution or whatever. And I think it'll have its sort of like little, like, what's the word? Honeymoon period. And then I think AI will be like low end, right? So let's say you have care homes where you've got people caring for people, that be high end. And then the low end might be, robots or whatever. Do you know what I mean? So because I just don't, like I say, especially in your industry, I just don't see it. I don't see it.
It's incredible, the growth and how quick it happens though.
Yeah.
Now, how quick these things are developing. Well, they're self-developing now.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
And you listen to some podcasts, Stephen Bartlett being one, and it's like you could potentially have an AI bot managing the world, telling us what to do.
Yeah.
Because he'll have everyone's best interests at heart, hopefully.
Yeah.
And all the information to hand.
There's no, I've woke up on the wrong side today, I'm going to fucking bomb that country.
Yeah. I mean, I suppose it's points in time, isn't it, where, there's probably things 10 years ago where we would have gone, cool, now, 10 years ago, you're going, I'll never buy, or 20 years ago, maybe, let's say, never be watching Netflix on TV or streaming movies or whatever.
Yeah, you can never see Blockbuster going down, could you?
No, Blockbuster will be here forever.
Amazon, you click on something, sometimes it'll come on the same day.
Yeah.
You used to wait ages.
I know, that's the norm now. I mean, we're in e-commerce, We've had to strike a deal with couriers, and everything is next day delivery. And if you're not next day delivery, then you'll know.
Who are you?
Exactly. Do you think that will get taken over by self-driving?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
I think so. I think stuff like like I say, low paid jobs will probably, where you don't have to be specialists, where it's just sort of like A to B, I think will probably get taken over by robots of some sort. Yeah.
But I still think that where people need human connection, because like you say, it will have its honeymoon period and people will long for that back again. It's just human nature, I think.
Like wedding venues, like I was talking to James, I don't think you'll see robots in wedding venues because people want that special day.
Maybe collecting the plates.
Maybe, yeah.
And that side of things. It'd probably be a cool thing to start with.
Yeah.
It's like in the care homes, you might have someone doing robots doing your catering.
Yeah, but you don't want a celebrant doing it, will you?
Good a cook would that robot be? Have access to all the world's best recipes.
Yeah.
It'd be unbelievable, I want one.
Yeah.
I love food.
It's called Just Pull the Trigger. Any sort of moments where you just went, fuck it? Where you're sort of like on the fence and just went, fuck it, I'm doing it.
Yeah, that's my life.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's how I work.
Daily.
So, I say normal people. A lot of people, they would take 3 months to look at something and go over it in their head and stuff like that. But I look at it now that, hold on, in 24 hours, I can think, because that obsessive thing, I've thought about every scenario, about what could happen if I do, if I don't. And then I make a decision next day. And I've made a few decisions where I thought, I'm going to actually walk away. And I thought, fucking hell, that's sensible of me.
Yeah.
But I've made a few where, fuck it, I'm buying it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it mainly worked out, no? Yes.
Yeah, no, it worked out, yeah.
Or you make it work somehow.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. Your mentality is make it work. Yeah, exactly. I think, like, someone who takes risks, if you take 10 risks and 3 of them work out, you're onto a winner, aren't you?
Yeah, no, exactly. And the older I get, the more I'm learning is to actually, when something's not working and our relationships aren't working and something, is to say, actually, let's end this now.
Yeah.
Whether that's business partner, someone that works with you, where before I would keep
longing it out,
and then they've been with me 5 years and it's still not working.
Yeah. And success, how's that changed from your view of success? Do you see yourself as successful?
What a question. I do. But what is success? I think success is having that ability to spend quality time with my family, to provide for them, and I make a massive difference to people's lives.
Yeah.
That is success for me.
Yeah.
Like, who can say that on a daily basis what they do and their team does makes such a positive impact and change on vulnerable people's lives?
We can't say that. I mean, when you're doing stuff, selling stuff e-commerce, it's like everyone thinks, because you're buying and selling, they just think you're trying to have you over all the time.
Oh, but you think how many dopamine hits happen when that person opens that box? They get that bad, massive dopamine hit. They're going, what? Yeah. Or clicking on it. Yeah. Because that's addiction.
Yeah, it is though. You're right.
Yeah. Everything you do, you get a dopamine hit from it.
Yeah. But I think that's such a good answer. Because when I said what's success, a lot of people will put it on, the answer will come from a monetary point of view. And I totally agree with you. Like, I think I look at some entrepreneurs and they're a little bit too big for me. And I don't want to get to that. Like, I just want to be happy in my own skin. Do you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. You've got to have a little bit of
nice things and rewards, don't you?
You've got to have a little bit of uncomfortability to progress, but not over the sort of can't spend time with my daughter, or because I have had that. You know, I'm looking after her and I'm like on the phone for an hour and like she's coming over and I'm like, yeah, in a minute, and then I sort of just had to wind it back because that's not cool in my life.
You catch yourself thinking, what am I doing?
Yeah.
What am I doing here? And it's tough, but if you do feel compelled to do those sort of things sometimes.
And in today's modern culture, the way things are going with our children and stuff, I think it's going to be ever so more important to actually have that quality time with them. You know, their accessibility to the internet and to tablets and to become addicted to stuff. Like, everything they're doing, it's creating addictions for our children. Like, there's an influx of ADHD and autism and stuff. But yet, when you research right into it, some of these things can be caused by sugar.
Yeah.
By, screen time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
things that we're giving our kids to shut them up.
Yeah.
To give them 5 minutes to have dinner with our wife or something like that.
Yeah.
It's like how much sugar goes into a chocolate bar that you give your kids.
Yeah.
If you saw that cup full of sugar is in a chocolate bar, would you let your kid drink that? You wouldn't. What's that doing to their brain?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's very true, very true. And it's always hidden stuff as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
You sort of think that it's billed as healthy stuff.
Yeah.
And you think, it's
got like
it's
30% more protein on the
30% more shit.
Yeah.
So I went years vegetarian, just eating chicken, and then I've literally the last couple of months I've integrated a couple of bits of beef in now and again back into my diet.
Yeah. Enjoying it?
It's all right, yeah.
Have you ever had those? I'm not a vegan, so I've never had the need to have it. But like, is it beyond beef or beyond?
Oh,
meat?
no. So that's all like synthetic crap.
Yeah.
No. You might as well.
Might as well have the beef, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's more natural.
Yeah. But no, I agree with you. I think for me the goal is to provide for your family and just be happy. I think the goal is happiness, not success. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I think for some people though, they get to a point and they go, I'll be happy when I've got that other care home. Is this hitting?
No. It's just funny to hear happy when.
Yeah.
To be happy, like you mentioned, happy in your own skin.
Yeah.
Like, I've been happy since I was happy at school. I've always been a happy.
Yeah.
I was a happy kid.
Yeah.
Happy kid sitting in my dad's van when he was going around and building sites and spending the day with him and lugging a few bricks at probably 5 years of age. I was happy. I've always been happy, and I've wanted more for myself, and
Have you always felt to like keep up with the Joneses at all?
I think we all go through that.
Yeah.
We all get sucked into a little thing, and then I think the biggest thing I've learned over the last few years is look, happy in my own skin. I fucking love cars, so if I want a nice car, it's because I love cars.
Yeah. It's not because you want
to show off. No.
Well, we always like to end, don't we, on a favourite quote?
Yeah.
So.
Oh God, dyslexic geezer are favourite.
Or do you have any sort of any about like mantras you live by or anything like that
from a coach or a mentor or whatever?
Just never give up.
Yeah,
and I think that's something that sits with me.
Yeah,
just never give up. Like if you're passionate about something and you enjoy doing it, just keep banging that drum.
Yeah. Mate, thanks for coming on. I know you're a busy boy.
Yeah, no, thank you for having me. It's been really.
But I've really enjoyed this one.
Yeah, really good.
Yeah. Sometimes it's hard to sort of like, there's no banter or whatever. But
I think we could talk for hours because there's lots of similarities.
I think I want my wife to meet your wife.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not in that one.
Show me a picture.
Mate, thanks very much.
No, pleasure.
Cheers.
Thank you.